The Frank Haith Show, brought to you by Don Thornton Cadillac, Pepsi, River Spirit, TTCU, the credit union, and St. Francis Health System. And now your host, Bruce Howard.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the Frank Haith Show. I'm Bruce Howard, joined by the head basketball coach at the University of Tulsa, Frank Haith. And Coach, two home matchups, and you took care of business at home against Tulane and against ECU.
Yeah, I thought our guys, played well. We got back here, and Tulane game was, we got to a rough start, but then we got going, and then obviously I thought we played really well against East Carolina.
Yeah, and certainly offensively, you got it going both games, didn't you?
We did, and that was the most important thing, is get our confidence going and start to get more and more healthy and guys getting in the rhythm, and I thought we saw that these last two ball games.
Absolutely. Great time to be healthy as you go down the back stretch as we get ready for the final week of the regular season. Highlights of Tulsa Tulane coming up next on the Frank Haith Show. We're back on the Frank Haith Show. The Golden Hurricane getting ready for the Tulane Green Wave. And, Coach, even though they hadn't won a game all year long in the league, they're still just a scary team, aren't they?
They are, because they got some guys that can really put that ball in the hole, and Daniels and Cornish and Sayek, and who have done it before against us in our building. So we knew it was a scary game, and they're going to beat somebody for the year's over with because they're talented. And they got some young guys that I like too. So dangerous game. Here at the end of the year, you look across the country, that some people have lost to those teams like that. So we knew it was going to be a tough start.
Well, and it was a great game away from home against Tulane in New Orleans, one of the best road games of the year for the Hurricane, as Tulsa came up with a 23-point victory. Would that happen again? Well, it's the home match, Tulsa taking on Tulane, and for TU, a slow start, Coach.
Slow start. You see we're down 10-3 right here, and they made their first 5 threes. Yeah. So they had a nice rhythm going in their offense, and all those guys hit threes early. We're down 19-3.
And they were making some guarded threes too, weren't they?
Absolutely. And but we just, I love how we didn't panic. We had those games where we got down before and we started to take some tough shots. And there's Kern getting the ball in the teeth of the defense. Again, ball movement. Playing inside out. And Martin's got us going here too. What's going in the paint area.
Again, that great footwork, the fakes, the pivoting, all of that, a part of Martin Igbanu's game. And boy, speaking of a good week, Curran Scott had a great week offensively, didn't he?
He did. He shot the ball really, really well. And he's healthy. He's been banged up, and he's been practicing now, and you can kind of see his confidence. He's got his legs underneath him, and obviously shooting with a lot of good rhythm right now.
And so now you're right back in it. It was early, 19-3, but now, as you can tell, it's down to 7 and going to be down to 5.
Great attack in the post. Quick move by Martins right there, where he caught it, didn't hesitate, went decisive with his moves, and then stepped through. Nice jump hook.
So Martins Igbanu makes it a 5-point game, and the Hurricane, as you can see, back down by 7. But Curran Scott again will get it going for you.
Nice execution of our back screen play right there at the top of the key for him, and obviously he knocks it down.
Tulane still up by 6. Sterling Taplin with a drive for you.
Good probing, good finish, and one opportunity by Sterling.
He missed the free throw, but again, you're right in there. And as we go toward halftime, Darian Jackson with a good aggressive play.
Yeah, and just quick ups going to get that second shot after he drives it decisively, and then going right back up and putting it through the hole.
And so the Hurricane again cutting into that lead. As you can tell, Tulane's up now by 6, and you would score the last couple of buckets here in the first half.
Again, Curran now playing, utilizing the ball screen, playing with great pace, coming to that thing, finishing with his left hand.
And again, on offense, probing, and Sterling Taplin hitting another one.
Nice little floater by Sterling, and then you can see we're right back in the game, down 2. Good drive here by Gerard to get himself on the free throw line to tie the game up.
And there you have it, 33-31, Tulane with the lead. And there's Jariah Horn again for you.
He's another one I think got going a little bit these last 2 ball games too. Been not shooting it well from 3, but it's good to see him start making some shots.
And here's a good play by Tulane. They ran some good offense.
They did. They've done a good job against our zone the last 2 years. And actually, we went man to man actually. And I think that got us back in the game, too.
Yeah, that man-to-man, I don't know whether there was more intensity as a result, but maybe that change certainly helped. And you're only down by 1 at halftime after being down 19-3, so not bad.
Yeah, and I think we end up going up 14 here at the end of the second half, so it's kind of like a 30-point turnaround. So, well, again, good penetration by Tap, good moving on the drive by Quan, and obviously great finish.
And there you have a steal, the Hurricane with Igbanu knocking it loose, and back down to Taplin for the layup.
Great pass by Kern, and obviously Tap finishing.
And Tulsa takes the lead at that point.
This kid Wood, freshman, he's going to be a good player. Nice layup by him.
Back comes Tulsa, and Sterling Taplin on the drive, and again he finishes for you.
Nice layup by Tap, getting in the teeth of the defense. And
you can tell the game at this point going back and forth, but your team is being very patient and obviously never panicked in this game.
Not panicking there. You see Kern making a nice pass to Martins right there for the finish. And I thought we shared the ball really well.
Well, I don't know how he got that one off, but somehow it went in, huh?
He's made a couple of those this year, it looks like that. So, but he's got a good touch around that basket.
Nice ball fake by Joyner, and then Elijah able to hit the three-pointer for you.
I thought Elijah gave us a big boost here in the second half with his play. You know, Aries getting another bucket where he's utilizing his strength and attacking. We'd like to see him do that more.
And he did a very nice job on that particular play, banking it in. Probably should have gotten a foul shot out of it, but he got the 2. And you continue to kind of slowly inch away now here.
Yeah, good moving on the drive, good pass by Tap. Again, there's Quan moving while there's penetration.
Tulsa up by 8. And again, nice contact. Elijah Joyner so strong he can take that contact, still make the shot.
Yeah, and we encouraging him to do that. Good execution right here, getting dry a 3 at the top of the key.
So now the lead is 10, and again, you're pulling away from a pesky Tulane team. And there's Kern Scott again.
Yeah, Kern really shot the ball well this week, and another good open look with us sharing the ball.
Well, they knocked it down to 5, and this was a key play with just a couple of minutes to go after Tulane had gotten it down to 5. Martins Igbanu for you.
Great finish, great pass by Tap. And there's Martins on the offensive glass. We'd love to see him do that a lot more too, and good finish.
And Igbanu with that shot, and Tulsa ends up with a 72-64 win, outscoring Tulane something like 65-39 after that 19-3 run. So really a very, very good final 30 minutes for you.
Yeah, no question. I think we obviously got to a slow start. We missed some shots, and it hurt our defense. And you can't let that happen. You know, when you're not making shots, and all of a sudden your defense loses enthusiasm. But you see Martin's numbers, you see Kern's numbers. It's good to see those guys scored the way they scored it.
Yeah, and you had a good shooting percentage of 47%, and that would continue the next time as the Hurricane playing host to ECU Senior Day here at the Reynolds Center. We'll talk about that and have the highlights of Tulsa and the Pirates coming up next on the Frank Haith Show. Welcome back to the Frank Haith Show. The Golden Hurricane taking on ECU, and Coach, boy, that first game in Greenville was a battle. Overtime victory for your team.
It was, and they played tough. I mean, Gardner was good. Williams was great. I mean, they've got some athletes. I think Joe's going to do a good job there.
Absolutely. So the Hurricane taking on East Carolina. It's also Senior Day, the final home game of the regular season for the Golden Hurricane, and there's no question about it. One of the things you get concerned about is what's going to happen on Senior Day? Who's going to be jarred up? Who's going to be amped up? What'll happen? You know.
Well, you worry about the 2 seniors, the seniors that are playing too, and I think they you just don't know how the emotions are going to handle it. So.
Well, and for the Golden Hurricane, you can see the Senior Day ceremonies. There's Alex Furry, who gets his first start, which is always a good touch, isn't it?
It is, and you know, those guys, just great families here. I'm just sitting here watching, and great group of guys.
No doubt, and there you see Alex Furry with the entry pass inside. Give him an assist, huh?
Got to give him that assist. Got to. Let's make sure he got that assist.
And Igbanu made the basket for the Hurricane, and certainly a better start than in the game on Thursday, huh?
Yeah, we got out. We wanted to get out and run. We ball ahead and play in transition was really important to us, and good drive here by Kern and out of bounds play. He's playing at a high level right now.
I'm going to say he had a heck of a week. Obviously had 19 in the game on Thursday, and then even better than that in the game on Sunday. Darian Jackson.
Nice pass by Darren on the ball screen, pick and roll. Did a great job.
And the basket by Martins Igbanu gives Tulsa the 1-point deficit at that point, and now you get a little closer.
But great drive by
Elijah.
Elijah right there, and then finishing it. And as we talked earlier, we just want him being more aggressive like that. It's really good to see. And there's Darian doing what Darian does.
I was going to say, you don't have to worry about him being aggressive, do you? He gets right in there.
He's not afraid to put that ball right in the teeth of the defense.
Hurricane up by 1, but now down by 2 after that basket made by Foster.
Yeah, we scored a couple out of bounds plays here. Good execution there, and Darian coming down the lane with a great finish.
Tulsa now up by 2. Good ball fake or good shot fake. Huh?
Yeah, and a good pass by Daquan, but obviously getting on that offensive glass and putting it back in.
Daquan Jeffries with the putback, and Tulsa's up by 4. And here's Scott once again driving to the basket, and he gets the and one.
Off of a little ball screen, and got a double gap there to attack, and good finish with his left hand.
Once he gets that shoulder in, he's really money getting it to the basket.
Yeah, good throwback, and that's what Dry does, a little standstill 3. You know, he's got his rhythm back, got his feet underneath him, and really good shot.
Also up by 9 at that point, but then ECU makes a little bit of a run, and there's Curran Scott again to douse the fire.
You see the good passing, though, the draw and kick by Elijah right there. And, you know, we had 20 assists this ball game. It's good to see.
And that's a little bit of a range hook shot for Martins.
Yeah, nice touch. He's really worked hard on his post moves during his career, and you can see him starting to just getting back, being real confident.
Late in the first half, you start to pull away, and it's Curran Scott yet again. He would have 17 first half points for you.
Good pass by Quan in transition. Here's another execution out of bounds play.
And Jariah Horn hitting that one just before halftime. And so at halftime, you're up 45-36, and look at that shooting percentage, 60.7, Coach.
60 from the floor, 44 from 3. We out-rebounded them. There's a lot of good things there in the first half.
Absolutely. So Tulsa's up by 9 and hoping to put this one away, but East Carolina definitely battled in the second half. Here in the early portion of the second half, looking to up the lead. You're up by 11 at this point, and Curran would make it more.
Again, just, you know, driving with his left hand, came up with that loose ball and put it back in.
Moments later, it'd be Curran feeding it to Igbanu, and Martins with, again, that nice step through.
Nice step through. You know, he's gone to that jump hook, and now it's like a fake jump hook, bring it back to his left hand, good finish.
Great job of adapting for Martins, and there is Jariah Horn, and he would get hot in the second half for you.
Yeah, nice pass by Curran on the throwback.
Horn again will get the result of a very good drive. Again, you don't get those open shots without a little penetration.
Penetration, squeezing the defense, and good pass by Lawson right there.
Speaking of Lawson, a rainbow 3 that splashes.
Good pass by Jariah, and Lawson had ready hands, ready feet on that one.
And again, you kept the lead right around double digits through most of the second half.
Yeah, just you know, good passing, and obviously when that ball goes to the net, you know, the offense looks good.
Up by 13. And now here's Martins Igbanu with a tremendous spin move.
Big time, big time. You know, he's gone through attack with his left hand, bring it back to his right. Just a really good move.
And again, it's Horn in the corner. He likes that area, doesn't he?
Yeah, and good pass by Daquan. And again, we're squeezing the defense, attacking that paint, and finding the open shooters.
Speaking of open, they left Curran Scott open, and he nailed yet another one. And there's the high watermark, a 17-point lead for you.
Yeah, a good rebound here by Martins. And obviously you see the step through. Nice patience.
Yep. You know, outstanding job. Martins had a terrific second half as well for the Golden Hurricane. I believe he had 17 in the game. I thought that was going to be a turnover for sure. Somehow he got the ball.
Yeah, so did I. I didn't think it was a great pass by Jariah. He had 2 guys around him. It was a miracle he got that ball through there and caught it and finished it.
And so the Hurricane again up by 11 at this point. Darian Jackson on the slash.
Yeah, Darren's fearless going to the hoop, and great finish.
And for the Hurricane, again, keeping ECU at bay. And I don't know how that one went.
Yeah, that was late in the clock, and you know, that was a lucky one.
Well, he had to put it up, and he did, and it went in. And there you see the numbers. Curran Scott with a new Tulsa career high of 23 points and 5 rebounds. Martins Igbanu obviously scored well, and then Jariah Horn. That's a new season high shooting-wise, Coach. You were pretty efficient offensively, weren't you?
We were. You know, shooting 53% from 3. You see, we got 37 points off the bench, and Jariah led the way with 17 there, and all in all, it was just a great offensive performance by us. And you know, I still didn't like the fact that East Carolina had 16 more shots than us. They had 33 points off our turnovers and second chance points.
Well, it was a win for the Hurricane at home on Senior Day as TU gets to 18 wins on the season. Back with more in a moment. Back on the Frank Haith Show and our Don Thornton Cadillac feature segment. Coach, it's all about the seniors. Senior Day was Sunday. What do they mean to you?
Well, first of all, you know, they all are very special young men. And, you know, Sterling being our first recruit, we signed here, his 4-year career, he's in the record books. Daquan, seeing him grow so much from year 1 to year 2. And then Lindsey, you know, his first year after being a manager last year, his contributions. And then you look at Alex, who went from a manager to a scholarship, to a player, to a scholarship player, back to a player. It was just what he meant to our program too, and over this 4 years. So it's a special, special group.
No doubt, and emotional as well. Let's go to our feature segment, which is actually the players talking about what the seniors have meant to them.
It was great playing with you guys. I love you, all of you, and it's been a long road, and I wish to see you in the future.
Quan, Alex, Lindsey, love playing with you guys. It was a great year. Let's keep it going. Let's go dancing. Man, I appreciate y'all being great to me. I know I'm a walk-on, but I mean, I've been treated just like a regular player, and it's been great. It's been a great journey with y'all, and I'm excited to see what y'all do after this. I mean, I know half of y'all gonna be playing somewhere in the pros, so just hit me up with that ticket and a jersey.
To the seniors, I want to say thank you for everything you've done for us this year. Thank you for leading the way and showing us how hard it takes to work at this level. We appreciate you guys, and we thank you for setting the standards, and we're going to definitely live up to it.
Sterling and Quan meant a lot to me, especially Sterling, you know, playing behind him as a freshman, you know. He taught me the ins and outs, and he taught me everything I know about the college level, you know, besides the coaches. And Quan was quiet, but when he got on me, and I felt like he was a big leader for our program.
Thank you, seniors, for everything you've done for me. You know, I've been here from the start with y'all, and it just means a lot that y'all have taken us this far and done everything for us.
Also, big shout out to Lindsey and Alex. They've also been a big part of me, you know, just humbling me, you know, talking to me, and just being there for me whenever I needed them.
I'll say thanks to all the seniors for everything you guys have done this year, for showing me how to be part of this team and part of this program on and off the court. Wish you guys good luck to everything you got after the season, and we'll stay in touch.
Thank you for pushing me, Tab, Quan, Alex, Lindsey. It was great getting the chance to play with you, and I'm going to miss you guys so much. Thanks for everything you taught me and showed me in a way, especially since I'm new here, and you just like made me feel at home, so thank you.
Thank y'all seniors for teaching me the ropes from coming here to Tulsa. I was a transfer here, so I'm just glad that you guys took me under your wing and for us having a good year.
These past few years, I've enjoyed spending time with you guys. You guys have been great role models, and I hope the rest of your journey goes well.
Welcome back to the Frank Haith Show. Tulsa gets ready to go on the road to Memphis a couple of times. First of all, the final regular season game at Memphis, and then, of course, in the tournament. As you like to say, there's a lot of ink left in the pen for this team, isn't there?
There is. I mean, I like where we're trending. We're trending upwards, and we're playing better. We're getting healthy. So I feel real good about where we're at, and we know this challenge is it's going to be a big one playing Memphis on their senior night when they got a bunch of seniors. Yeah. But I want our guys to embrace the opportunity and know we've got a chance to do some special things.
Absolutely, and of course seeding, all of that, so important when TU goes on the road on Saturday in Memphis. We'll wrap it up next week as we get you ready for the American Athletic Conference Tournament. For the coach, I'm Bruce Howard. So long for now.
The Frank Haith Show, brought to you by Don Thornton Cadillac, Pepsi, River Spirit, TTCU, The Credit Union, and St. Francis Health System. The Frank Haith Show has been a presentation of Golden Hurricane Sports Properties and a Kane Vision production.